This is the engine. It's a ground-up development of the car with Marlin here in UK.
Right.
Just we can do a bit of background, then you can decide when you want to start recording. So just to say that engine, I can talk something about that.
Yeah, please do. Tell us a little bit about.
And then of course there's cars, the design. There's two different versions of the car.
And is it a common tub, or
the foundation of the cars are similar?
Okay,
but they are different fully different in bodywork and philosophy. So the reason, I mean, the same engine, the same monocoque. This one has four-wheel drive, because there's also electric motors on the front.
Okay.
And that one over there is rear-wheel drive, so they're behaving very different. This is a Grand Tour. It's a high-speed car.
Beautiful. I love the long tail on it. It's reminiscent of Le Mans type cars.
Yeah, you're right. And that one over there is more of sort of a track day, sort of a track-oriented downforce car, like the Valkyrie. So it's the same fundamental car, but two very different behaviors and powertrains and everything.
I noticed that that's part of the trend that we're seeing with what you call a track day car, is people that also spec DRS on them.
Yeah.
And so you can apply it. I mean, I don't know how you use it in road use. So it's got it's one of them things that gives you enormous grip.
Yeah.
But then you get to the straight and you take it off.
Yeah. This one will have active aero as well, so we'll there'll be active aero. So we're applying a lot of how can I say, very aggressive aero on all the aero parts.
Yes.
At low speed, so you can really feel that you know when you get confident with the car, you can do really fast cornering.
Right.
And then when you go on the straight, it will bleed off, so that you have less downforce, because otherwise it's gonna kill your top speed and blow your tires.
So in respect to both these cars, are they concept or are they about to be delivered?
They are about to be delivered. We have production start in late 2026.
Right.
Yeah. Which will be this one first, the Tour that's the most developed, and then that one will follow.
And from a point of view of the manufacturing base, are they in the UK or are they made?
It's built in Denmark. We're a Danish company, and the factory is in Denmark. We're the only Danish car manufacturer.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's so we have a very international team. We just did the count the other day. We have 22 different nationalities working for us. You know, we have. Got a lot of people from Koenigsegg in Sweden. Obviously, it's very close, and you know they were very curious about the project. So we had some people from there. We have people from Spain, UK. A lot.
And you were saying about the engine; it's manufactured.
The engine is manufactured in the UK with Marlin.
Okay.
It also says on the side there.
Of course, yes.
And it's basically, as I said, it's a ground-up development, and it's a very interesting engine, because it's the layout means that this is a V12.
Yeah.
It's a 6.6 liter V12.
It's very compact.
It is, yes, but we can basically scale the engine. We can chop cylinders up, so we can do a V10 and a V8 on exactly the same engine architecture. Which of course means that we spend a lot of money now on the V12, but for the future projects, for the next car, we can scale it down, which means we don't have to redo the whole engine setup. It's just basically a matter of taking cylinders off and taking turbos off.
Do you see this as possibly would have competition future, like getting involved in GT?
It's not something we are currently considering. It's a massive budget, and you know, you gotta be there for a reason. The whole idea about Zenvo from a fundamental philosophical point of view is not to be sort of a race car for the road. It's a pure sort of pleasure of driving car.
Yes.
We're not about the numbers. We're not about the performance. It's just about the feeling. And the reason we have a V12 is basically before we did the project, we talked to customers, dealers, and we asked them, so what sort of engine would you want in a hypercar?
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a V12.
They do, don't they?
Everybody wanted a V12. Nobody wanted an electric hypercar. They all have their remats or whatever they're called. Don't like them.
Yeah.
A V12, it goes in your
soul, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and it gives you so much pleasure.
So this one's called.
This is the Tour, which is Danish for touring.
Okay.
And it's as I said, it's a four-wheel drive.
Yes.
So
it's electric front-wheel drive.
Yes, and electric also on the gearbox. It doesn't have a mechanical rear-wheel drive or reverse. Sorry. Yeah. It's electric reverse.
How about that? Yeah. So, and the track day car.
The track day car, which is still road legal. I have to say that it's still a road legal car. Is rear-wheel drive. So of course it behaves completely different to the tour.
Yeah.
And it's all about downforce and aerodynamics. So it has very, very, very aggressive aerodynamics.
So very aggressive aerodynamics at the rear
It
end
is,
there.
yeah, yeah.
This would push you down, and
It would push it down. It means, like, obviously, if you were to take these two cars on a track, this would, even though it has less horsepower,
Yeah.
it would be much faster around the track because of all the downforce.
Yeah.
Right?
I love the external positioning of the dampers here.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I just think it really takes it and shows. It's like showing a bit of muscle.
exactly what we wanted to do with that is basically there's a lot of sort of high-speed motorbike inspiration in the design. You know, we wanted to try to do something that was different from all other normal cars, which is also why we've all this sort of air going through the car instead of just on top of the car, under the car, right?
Yeah. And Ollins units. I mean, I've got several sports motorcycles.
Yeah.
Ollins units.
It's what you want, right?
It's really what you want. And what about the brakes on these?
These are Alcon brakes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Alcon calipers, and it's Surface Performance, also another UK company for the discs themselves. They're carbon ceramic.
So from a point, I'll look at this, and the amount the air works on here.
Yeah.
Did you end up, is this just designed that way, or did you actually wind tunnel any of the...
We wind tunneled the hell out of it. We spent 8 months on developing the aero on this car. Because the whole philosophy, I mean, coming from a Danish company, you know, Denmark is all about the phenomenon of form follows function. It's something
very much so. Lego, good example.
Lego, yeah, and it's something when you go to university in Denmark, you are constantly sort of told to think in that way.
Yes.
So this car is like, basically you can imagine that if you see the car from the top, the center section of the car is like a wing. It's a vertical wing.
Okay.
And all the bodywork that sits on top of that is just basically serving, you know, to enclose the wheels, and then you have all these aerodynamic features, all these the barge board, all the wingtips, everything like that, which is just sort of guiding the air down through the car. And that's the whole purpose. So every body panel on this car has an aerodynamic purpose.
Isn't it amazing, that bit where it's, I'm sure it's the same with engineers as much as designers. It's that battle of form over function, where you can actually, it does exactly as I wanted, and it looks right. And sometimes that's the truth, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It looks good. It looks like it should work.
It does, and then I take pride. I mean, I dislike. I very much dislike when you know you have these sort of stupid, you know, wars almost sometimes in car companies between design and engineering. Right? Designers think engineers are stupid, and vice versa.
Yeah.
In this project, we have really been working with mutual respect, and they knew what I wanted from a design point of view, and they respected that. You know, so we had the engineering, we had all the aero engineering, which of course they have their agenda in terms of getting efficient airflow and everything like that. And to get that sort of all to balance has been a really big challenge, but also very satisfying to see the thing.
I have to say, first of all, I admire your passion for it. I think this is part of the thing that we have at Brooklands Museum, where you had racing and aviation under the same roof.
Yes.
And they shared technology and knowledge between each other, and that advanced the breed in both parts.
Yes.
But the common feature that we have at Brooklands, even to this day, and myself and my colleagues, is a passion for it. And when you see some of the older cars or the older motorbikes, they just look right.
They do.
But
this is there's so much of that thinking in these projects, in the way that you know, it's a very passionate team. You know, we've not been told by marketing to do this, that, and the other. It's very much driven by this passion for the design and the aerodynamics and everything like that. And that form follows function has been a focal point through the whole project. And it goes both for this car in terms of all the downforce and everything, but very much also for the Tour, which is more sort of a driving sculpture, and has very much a one-to-one reference to sort of mid-century Danish furniture design. Arne Jacobsen was a great guy that did some very beautiful furniture, and we've looked a lot at his sort of design philosophy when we did the cars, which of course also goes for the interiors, which are very simple.
Keep it simple,
but also very beautiful in sculpture.
That's just wonderful. Can I just say, first of all, it's been a pleasure, first of all, to meet you.
Likewise.
And to hear the concepts of the cars and where you're going. I've no doubt, like we talked about, sometimes if it looks right, you know it's going to be right. And this is just, it's been a wonderful journey that you shared with us. Thank you very much. I hope you have a very successful show.
Thank you very much. We had so far, at least.
Excellent. Thank you.